Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikum assalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, brothers and sisters, today we will learn Durusul Lughatul Arabiya, Book 1, Lesson number 5.
Assalamu alaikum, Ustaz.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Please, before we start,
Okay. What do you want to ask? Raise your hand, please. Just know who was talking. Please, okay. Tanku, open your mic.
Ustaz. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I said before we start this lesson, I want to know yesterday's lesson, which of the books can I find, because I searched through all the books, I couldn't see it.
Okay, I will send it to you. I thought it is included the lesson the last time I sent you, but if it is not there, I will send you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Today, inshallah, we will learn about the mudaf and mudaf ilayh. We have a very limited time, only 40 minutes. So please avoid the unnecessary time waste. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh, possessed and the possessor. Okay. So the thing is being possessed is called mudaf. The thing is being possessed is called mudaf. Used to convey a possession relationship between two nouns. Mudaf and mudaf ilayh, it show possession or relationship. We use it for the possession and the relationship between two nouns. Okay. In English, we use of or as for such relationships. Book of Bilal or Bilal's book. So you see here there is a relationship of two nouns. Book of Bilal or Bilal's book, made up of two parts. One is mudaf. Mudaf is the thing is being possessed. The thing is being possessed or possession is called mudaf. And the possessor of the thing or possession of the relation, we call it mudaf ilayh. Possessor, we call it mudaf ilayh. The person who is possessing the relationship or who is possessing the possession of a thing, he is called mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh is the possessor. You see here in more examples. Kitabu Bilalin, Bilal's book or book of Bilal. The book is being possessed. The book is being possessed. So it is mudaf. Bilal is possessing the book. Bilal is possessing the book. He is a possessor of the book. So he is mudaf ilayh. Bilal is mudaf ilayh. And the book is mudaf. Book is mudaf, is possessed, and Bilal is mudaf ilayh, is a possessor. So what are the genitive case of the mudaf and mudaf ilayh? About the mudaf, we learn first about the mudaf. Mudaf can take any case ending as they need to be. Mudaf can take any case ending. It can take kasra, it can take fatha. Okay. Never take tanween. Mudaf can never take tanween. There will be no tanween on the mudaf. There will be single fatha, a single dhamma, single fatha, or single kasra. Mudaf never take tanween. And mudaf never take alif lam, definite article. Well, mudaf never take alif lam or the definite article. Is morpha definite? Mudaf is morpha definite or nakira, indefinite. Based on the mudaf ilayh. Based on the mudaf ilayh. If this mudaf ilayh is morpha or definite, then the mudaf is also definite. If the mudaf ilayh is indefinite, then the mudaf is also indefinite. What about the mudaf ilayh? Mudaf ilayh is always majroorun genitive case. Mudaf ilayh is always have a genitive case. It cannot have dhamma, it cannot have fatha. Dhamma and fatha mudaf cannot have. Mudaf will always take kasra, genitive case. Bilalin, you see here Bilalin. There is kasra here. The second example is Maktabul Mudarrisi. Teacher's table or the table of the teacher. You see here Mudarrisi. This is majroor. This is genitive case. This second thing is mudaf ilayh can take tanween. Mudaf ilayh, it can take tanween or alif lam, definite article. Mudaf ilayh can take tanween and it can take alif lam also. It can be nakra, indefinite, or morpha, indefinite. Mudaf ilayh, it can be nakra, it can be nakira, and it can be morpha, definite or indefinite. There are the examples of the mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Maktabun, this is a marfu. This is marfu ending of the mudaf. Maktabul mudarrisi. The teacher's table. The teacher's table. So maktabu is mudaf and it is marfu. You see here marfu'un. Marfu'un mean having dhamma. Maktabul mudarrisi, teacher's table. This is its marfu case. Now the next example is mansub. Noun after inna is always mansub. You will learn in the intermediate book about the inna. About the inna, you will learn in the intermediate book. After we finish this book, we will start the new book. Noun after inna is always mansub. When there is inna in with the noun, so it will be mansoob. Innal maktaba. Inna maktaba. Inna maktaba. So because of inna, this was maktabu. This was maktabu, and because of inna, there is a fatha. There is fatha. Maktaba. Inna maktabal mudarrisi. Verily, the teacher's table. Verily, the teacher's table. Inna mean verily, truly. Inna mean verily or truly. The second is, the third is majroorun. Mudaf, it can be majroor when there is a proposition before the mudaf. Ala. Yesterday, we learned about the propositions on. If there is any proposition attached with the mudaf or before mudaf, it will be majroor. It will take kasra. Ala maktabil mudarrisi. Ala maktabil mudarrisi, on the teacher's table. Because of ala, it was maktabu, it changed into maktabi. Ala maktabil mudarrisi. So what we learned here, mudaf can be marfu, mudaf can be mansoob, and mudaf can be majroor. Mudaf can take fatha, dhamma, mudaf can take fatha, and mudaf can take kasra. Now we learn about the mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay, it can be definite or indefinite. Mudaf ilay, it can be definite or indefinite. Kitabut talibi. There is alif lam. There is alif lam. So it is morpha. It is definite. Kitabut talibi, the student's book. The student's book. So mudaf can take alif lam. Sorry, mudaf ilay. If there is alif lam with the mudaf ilay, so it is definite. Like kitabut talibi, the student's book. And mudaf ilay always have kasra here. It is always majroor. Okay. If the mudaf ilay is nakra, if the mudaf ilay is nakra, indefinite, kitabu talibin. Kitabu talibin. So here will be tanween. Kitabu talibin. There is a two kasra. So this is indefinite. This is the sign of indefinite. A student's book. We don't know who is this student. A student's book, any student. It can be any student anywhere. A student's book. So when it is a nakara, it will take two kasra here. And if morpha, it will take one kasra. Here is incorrect versus correct. Incorrect versus correct. Mudaf and mudaf ilay. Kitabun Bilalin. So who of you want to tell what is wrong here? What is incorrect? Just raise your hand who want to tell me. Okay. Shamsul. Shamsul.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If one read Kitabu Bilalin.
Yeah, Kitabu Bilalin. Okay, Kitabu Bilalin. Because Mudaf cannot have tanween. Mudaf cannot have tanween. Okay. Thank you. The next is Al-Kitabu Bilalin. The next is Al-Kitabu Bilalin. Al-Kitabu is wrong. Here Al-Kitabu is wrong. Mudaf cannot take alif lam. Mudaf cannot have alif lam. The next is Kitabu Bilalun. This is Bilalun is wrong. Mudaf ilayh cannot be marfu. Mudaf ilayh cannot be marfu. It cannot have dhamma. Mudaf ilayh, it cannot have dhamma. The next is Kitabu Bilalin. Kitabu Bilalan. This is wrong. Mudaf ilayh cannot be mansoob. Mudaf ilayh cannot be mansoob. Mansoob means it cannot have two fatha or single fatha. It cannot have fatha. So this is the correct Kitabu Bilalin. This is correct. Kitabu Bilalin. The next is Kitabu Man, whose book? Kitabu Man, whose book? Kitabu is mudaf. Kitabu is mudaf. Man is mudaf ilayh. Man is a mudaf ilayh. Even though man is mudaf ilayh, it doesn't have kasra. Man is a mudaf ilayh, but it doesn't have kasra ending. At the end, it is not having a kasra because it is mabni, indeclinable. In Arabic, there are some nouns, they are indeclinable. They don't change their ending. So indeclinable, you will learn more in the next lessons. Indeclinable nouns are, they never change their ending. Mabniyun, they are the constant. Other examples are Kalamu Man, whose pen. Ibnu Man, whose son. So man, the noon will be silent. It will be silent. It cannot take kasra, it cannot take dhamma, it cannot take fatha. It will be always silent. Then there can be two mudaf and mudaf ilayh in the one sentence. Masjidu Rasulillahi. Masjidu Rasulillahi. Masjid is mudaf. Rasul is mudaf ilayh. The mosque of the Prophet. The mosque of the Prophet. Masjid is mudaf. Rasul is mudaf ilayh. Then the Rasul is mudaf. Rasulillahi. Rasul is mudaf for Allah. Rasulillahi. Rasul is mudaf and Allah is mudaf ilayh. So the noun in the middle is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. The noun in the middle is mudaf and mudaf ilayh. This is mudaf ilayh for the noun before him. This is mudaf ilayh for the noun before him. And this is mudaf for the noun after it. For the noun after it, it is mudaf, and for the noun before it is mudaf ilayh. Notice two sets of mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Rasuli is mudaf ilayh in Masjidu Rasuli. This is Masjidu Rasuli. And it is also mudaf in Rasulillahi. So these are the two sets here. Masjidu Rasuli and Rasulillahi. So in one sentence, there can be more than one mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Like you can, these are the examples I will send to you. The next is Muhammadun Rasulillahi. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Muhammad is Mubtada, subject. This is a doer. So Muhammadun is subject or Mubtada. Rasulullahi. In Jumlatul Ismiya, nominal sentences, there is Mubtada and there is Khabar. There is Mubtada and there is a Khabar. So Muhammadun is Mubtada, and the second part of the sentence, this one is Khabar. Rasulillahi is Khabar. This is a predicate. Now we see the Rasul. Rasul is a mudaf. Rasul you see here is a mudaf. Rasulullahi, messenger of Allah. So Allah is mudaf ilayh. Allah is mudaf ilayh. This is mudaf ilayh, and we have learned that the mudaf ilayh is always majroor. Mudaf ilayh is always majroor. The next example you can see Kalamut Talibi. Kalamut, so this kalam, this pen is Mubtada. At-Talibi, Kalamut Talibi. Kalam is mudaf also. Wahuwa mudafun, and kalam is mudaf. Kalam is Mubtada, subject also, and kalam is also mudaf. Kalamut Talibi, and at-Talibi is mudaf ilayh. The pen of student. So student is possessing the pen. He is a possessor of the pen. It is mudaf ilayh. Kalamut talibi maksurun. This is a predicate. Maksurun, broken, is a predicate. The pen is broken. The pen is broken. So in this lesson, just now we have learned about the mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Kitabu Bilalin, the first word is thing being possessed. The Kitabu Bilalin, the first word is thing being possessed. The thing is being possessed, we call it mudaf. It is called mudaf. The second word Bilalin is the possessor. It is called mudaf ilayh. We have learned this one. Kitabu Man, we have learned this one. So we go forward. What else we have to learn in this lesson? Tahta. Tahta, the noun following tahta is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. Tahta, the noun following tahta is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. So tahta will be mudaf. Tahta here will be mudaf. Tahtal maktabi, under the table. Tahtal kitabi, under the book. So tahta is mudaf and al maktabi is mudaf ilayh. And tahta, it will not take fatha. It will not take fatha. It will be tahta. The next is ya. Ya is a vocative particle. Ya is a vocative particle. A noun following ya has only one dhamma. A noun following ya have only one dhamma, like ya ustazu. Ya ustazu. It have only one dhamma. Ya shaykhu. It has only one dhamma. Ya bilalu. It has only one dhamma. So ya bilalun, we cannot say right like this. Ya bilalun. This is wrong. This is incorrect. This one is incorrect. We cannot use tanween with the ya. The word ismun and ibnun commence with the hamzatul wasal. Ibnun and ismun, there is a hamzatul wasal before this one. You see here. When preceded by a word, the initial hamza is dropped. This one, ibnu, this kasra, there is a kasra. The initial kasra is dropped in the pronunciation. There is alif and there is kasra, ibnun. So we will drop this kasra here. We will not pronounce when preceded by a word. Like here, you see it. Ismul waladi. Ismul waladi. This is in the beginning of the sentence. So we will pronounce this one. We will pronounce this one. Mul waladi. Mul waladi. This alif we will not pronounce. This alif we will not pronounce. Ismul waladi Bilalun. The name of the boy is Bilal. Wasmul binti Aminatu. So there is a waw before this alif. So we have dropped the kasra and we will read this waw with the meme. Wasmul binti Aminatu, and the name of the girl is Amina. Wasmul binti. We will not read this alif. This one. We will not pronounce them. We will write them, but we will not pronounce them. Ibnul mudarrisi. Nul mudarrisi. Tabibun wabnul. It will be wabnul imami. This alif we don't pronounce. Wabnul imami tajirun. The son of the teacher is a doctor, and the son of the imam is a trader, merchant. Ain nabnu hamidin. Ain nabnu. This noon we will read with the ba. Ain nabnu. With this alif we will not pronounce this one. Ain nabnu hamidin. Where is Hamid's son? Where is Hamid's son? And this is a vocabulary we will learn in this lesson. Ar-Rasulu, the messenger. Mughlaqun, mughlaqun, closed. As-sayaratu, car. Al-ammu, parental uncle. Brother of the father. Al-ismu, the name. Huna, here. Huna mean here. Ash-shari'u, street. Ash-shari'u, street. Al-haqibatu, bag. Briefcase. Hunaka, there. Hunaka mean there. Al-ka'batu, al-ka'ba. Tahta mean under. Al-bintu, daughter or girl. We use for both. Sometimes we use for daughter and sometimes we use for girl. Al-khalu, maternal uncle. Brother of the mother. Al-ibnu, son. At-tabibu, doctor. At-tabibu, doctor. So this is our lesson for today. Any of you, Faz Adna, what you want to ask? We cannot hear you. Okay, if any of you have any question, you can raise your hand. Next, we will continue tomorrow. Any of you?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, brother.
Imam, jazakumullahu khairan, ya Ustaz. I want to ask, because I used to hear when they say, Ya Abdallah, why that Abdul turns to Abda? So I don't really know the reason.
Ya Abdullah, when there is a mudaf and mudaf ilayh, when there is a mudaf and mudaf ilayh, and there is a vocative noun ya before the mudaf and mudaf ilayh, so the mudaf, it will be mansub.
Okay.
With the mudaf and mudaf ilayh,
All right.
when we use ya, the mudaf will be mansub. It will take fatah.
All right. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Wayyaka. Like I show you here, this will you will learn in the intermediate books, inshallah. This is
Now,
I show you here. This is Abdullahi. 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 This is Abdullahi. When we use ya before the mudaf and mudaf ilayh, it will be Abdullahi. Abdullahi. Ya Abdullahi. For all mudaf and mudaf ilayh is the same. Abdullahi. It will be mansub there. When we use the vocative particle. Okay, we finish our lesson here. Then tomorrow we will complete this lesson, inshallah. Today we learn. Sorry.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your voice is not clear, breaking.
Please, I wanted to ask, where can I get this textbook in order to do an assignment at home, please?
What do you want to ask?
The textbook of this lesson,
The
in order to
textbook.
make it an assignment.
The textbook.
Yes.
The textbook are already in the group. I have shared it. You download from the group.
Because I'm just joining for it was last week that I joined the lesson.
Okay, I will send it again.
You said?
Okay, I will send it again. Okay, so we finish our lesson here. Ila liqai ma salama. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. Ya Ustaz.
يا أستاذ
Yes, yes.
هذه استراحة.
Not tomorrow.
حاضر.
Okay.